Hi. So someone left me a message earlier, and I really was going to go somewhere else with this video before, but I'm so distraught right now because I just got done reading how CNN, fuck you, CNN, said, oh, U.S. is going to seek charges to get Julian Assange now. Do you remember I just did a video and I said, at what point do you just jump off the train? Yeah, I'm about reaching that point. You know, there may not be a whole lot of truth to anything that any political official has to say. There's probably something behind everything. I'm convinced that nobody gets even near the top unless they're able to be blackmailed. If they're not able to be blackmailed, they're of no use to anybody. I don't think Julian Assange is a Russian spy, first of all. No, I do not. However, even if he were, this is what I want to know. Did he actually fabricate any of that information? No, I don't think he did. Did he actually alter any of that information? No, he didn't. So basically, what we the people have learned is what goes on behind the scenes, what people really say, talk about, do, interact, connive, and collude. I am really surprised. No, I'm not. I'm not really that surprised that people really haven't went into the WikiLeaks. I can say I've probably read about 1,500 documents from the WikiLeaks, and some of it is more interesting than others. But what it is it's authentic. It is authentic. And that is not something that we have anywhere else. I don't believe the charges that were conjured up against him about the rape. And that's not just because I think, oh, Julian's a nice guy. No, because I looked into it. Because I looked into when they brought these women in and how the one woman retracted her story and like what was going on behind it. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you what my conspiracy theory is. Okay, here it is. This is what makes me nuts, right? Because this is how I put it together. Back in October, I believe that dead man switch was set off. There was a weird string of information that came across on that page, and all of a sudden it was taken away, just like that, like it never happened. Very few people talked about it, but it did in fact exist. I'm going to try and find some data to leave in the comments box, but it's also subjective. It really is. It's just also subjective. This just has me so upset. Okay, so back in October, I really felt like Julian was dead. I did. I felt that when that switch went off, that was it. He was a goner. There was nothing. There was nothing left. And then, he did the Hannity interview. I found that to be rather fascinating. And I don't claim to know a whole lot about CGI, and I obviously did watch the videos where they showed the little flip of the collar and assumed to tell people that that was CGI. There absolutely is documented proof out there, and I will definitely leave the links in the description box, which show that you could really be anywhere, doing anything and anyone, and by computer manipulation, it could make you look like somebody completely different. It could make you be somebody completely different and say something completely different. You could be somebody completely different. The technology exists. There's a lot of disinformation thrown in with it. It looked like Julian. It sounded like Julian. That interview did. There was one that was just audio only that it didn't sound like him. Of course, if you've listened to Julian, he's always like, And they did that. They overcompensated for it as far as I was concerned. I admit I could probably become paranoid and be a little on the, high end of wound up, conspiratorial wise. But I don't think that that would be the case by saying that his dead man switch went off. And he's dead. And whatever we're going to see, whatever story is going to come out there right now, it ain't even him. It's not even him. And I don't know what Trump is thinking, because I know some of his cabinet have been very vocal in not being supportive of Julian. Yeah, it's not gonna bode well for him. I don't want to sound even crazier than I probably already do, but yeah, I'm not happy about that whatsoever. Julian is not the criminal, okay? He is not the criminal. Show me he lied, show me he did something that was actual criminal. No, the criminal is the treasonous war whore. And see, I can't even start to talk about that woman, because this video I won't be able to finish it. It won't be published because I'll use bad language that would be just, traumatizing for people to hear. So I'm going to follow up on this, and you can leave me your thoughts. I mean, I don't want to assume that everybody else has the same thoughts I have about Julian, but I would like to think that most people who have thoughts about them based on valid information, like they have heard of him and learned something about him, didn't just read it this week, have an opinion. So yeah, sure, share it with me, All right, that's it.